guys, I've got a sort of different kind of video for you today. It's not a makeup-y video, it's kind of a techie video, and I'm not a techie person, but if you're in kind of my inner circle, then you know, yes, Killer, I love you. If you're in my inner circle, you know that for the last probably 6 months, I've been sort of agonizing over this. This is my much used, well-loved iPad 2. I've had this for a really long time. My husband bought it for my birthday several years ago. And I mean, I instantly fell in love with it. Oh, excuse me, Starbucks. Instantly fell in love with it. Super easy to use, works just like an iPhone. Does have some limitations. There's obviously, well, dog chewed on this part, but there's obviously some things that you can't do with an iPad that you can do with, say, a regular laptop. And when it came time to replace this, because it has a charging issue, it doesn't hold a charge very well at all. So if you're at home and you've got it kind of connected or you're close to the charger, you're fine. It's gonna work great. The problem comes when you want to take it to school and use it for things like notes or the internet, to check your email and things like that, because it just won't hold a charge. So I did agonize over this. I looked at iPads, I went to the Apple store, and I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to buy the new iPad Air. And I think after everything, it came out to, right around $600 or $700. I mean, a really lot of money. And I just could not commit to that kind of purchase without delving deeper, because I just didn't want to spend that much money on something that would be essentially so much like what I already had. I mean, it seemed like a waste of money to spend it on something that I already had. So I put a lot of effort into researching, and what I found is that all the other tablets, for what I want to do, and I mean, this is just my opinion, so I don't want anybody getting all pissy or mad, but all the other tablets, dedicated tablets, they're shit. If they run off the Android market, it's going to be just like an Android phone, and I know a lot of people love their Android phones, so I'm probably making a lot of people mad right now, but I have not had, my dog is going nuts, I have not had a lot of success with Android phones. It seems like I'll get a new phone and it'll be like the top of the line Android, and I'll love it for all of 2 months, and then it just starts going wonky on me. And I don't have that problems with iPhones, like with all my iPhones, and I've had an iPhone 4, I've had a 5S, and now I have the 6. So, like, we're talking years and years of Apple use here. I just don't have those kind of problems out of my phone. So yeah, so for a phone, Apple all the way. And I kind of, that's sort of why I was using the iPad. But starting back to college sort of changed things, because what I was using this for was Facebook and email and Kindle, a lot Kindle. Like, I love reading books on this. But for school, I sort of need it to be more like a laptop, but with the ease of use of a tablet. So this is what I discovered. This is a Microsoft Surface 2, and it's really cute. This actually is removable. It's just magnetic. You can use it if you want to. You don't have to, and it also kind of works. I don't know if you saw that, but it literally just, like, it wants to go in there. It's magnetic. So if you're at the library and there's no computers and you need just a quiet place to write an essay, pop this baby on and you're good to go. Because, and this is another thing that's kind of cool, this is the charging port, and it's magnetic also. Looks super weird, but I think I'm gonna like it. But this is actually the thing, if I can get it to come on, because I am not touching it right, I don't think. Either that or my husband turned it off. Well, I think my husband turned it off. But anyway, holy crap, hang on. Okay, so I figured it out. Apparently, you're not supposed to take the keyboard off if you have it set to, I guess, have the keyboard on. But this is what it looks like. Basically, your Microsoft password that you have for your Microsoft Office, that is what you use to get into this. I don't know if you can change it because I've only played with it for about a week. So there's a lot of things about it that I don't know yet. But the things that I do know, I like a lot. Like the fact that there's a kickstand. So you can actually, you know, it's sitting there and you can use it. Also, the fact that it works just like it doesn't work just like an iPad, but you know, it's basically a tablet that also works as a computer, because you've got your little thumb drive ports. Like I said, this keyboard just magnetizes right in. And then there's the fact that it has Windows 8. I'm probably the last person on earth to buy a product with Windows 8, because you know what, I really don't have an excuse. I heard some things about it that kind of made it seem like it wouldn't be the best thing. Like it took up a lot of memory and it was really wonky, like on the desktops, because you know, it's touchscreen, but at the same time you're trying to use it with a keyboard and a mouse, and that it wasn't like integrating properly. But on this tablet, none of those problems. It's super easy to just literally add they call them tiles, but to add your apps that you want. It's constantly telling us that, oh, look, it's 0 degrees here in Lawton. Very, very cold outside. And then what's not on your little main tile, here's all the rest of your apps. Tons of stuff on there. I have not used this for pictures or anything yet. The only picture that I took was my profile picture for the actual computer itself. So, and I noticed that every flaw shows. So it's like one of those crazy, like my camera that you're watching now, this is HD. But this is like crazy HD. Like this is every pore is visible. Like it's a little bit crazy. But if you hit it, I mean, it works so much like a computer. You hit the little Windows thing there, and it'll take you, well, eventually, oh, you can hit one of these, and it takes you to like what looks like the desktop, and it'll open Excel. And since, you know, my Office suite thing is online anyway, all of my other all of these are things that I've done on my own like desktop computer, but they're here. All I have to do is have a internet connection and all my stuff is there. PowerPoint, my notebook, my Outlook, Word, which is so important because at Cameron, here at home, it's really hard to write. And I'm a really good writer, but it's really hard to write because you've got the kids and you've got the dogs and you've got, you know, people coming to the door, and you just got a lot of stuff going on outside, even with the door shut. So I like to write at the school, in the library, but the computers are usually taken up by students who don't have computers or don't have a printer. So it was really hard for me to take, you know, my iPad, which iPad just came out now, just a few months ago, with, you know, an actual Microsoft Word app that you could put on here. And by that time, my battery was already acting wonky, so, you know, it was already a moot point by that point. So I can literally pop in a thumb drive, work whatever. I can work from this at the library, print at the library, because their printers are online, so you can actually find and use them to print. And it'll be so much easier. I'm pretty pleased with this. I did not get the newest model. The newest model is the Pro 3, and it's running about $1,000 without the keyboard. The keyboard you do have to buy extra. I got this one from Newegg, so it just came in a box like this, and I think it was $3.49 for the tablet part. And then I also bought the keyboard from Newegg.com, and the keyboard was $89, which it still saved me like $40, because I think they're like $130, so it saved me like $50 on the keyboard. Spent less than what I would have spent buying a new iPad, and I'm very happy with my purchase. Still learning it, like we saw. Like I was like, what do I do? It won't turn on. I don't know. I was just using this, but apparently I had it in settings to where I'm gonna have to figure that settings part out and fix it. But all in all, really happy with this. This is not, our household is not the kind where we can just blow $600 or $700 a week on things like electronics and not blink an eye at it. This is a large purchase for me, and I wanted to make sure that I made the right decision, because as much as I love my iPad, it wasn't doing what I needed it to do for school. And at the end of the day, you need your electronics to do what you need them to do. So I bought this Surface. Very happy. Definitely recommend. I don't know if you can tell, but this part of it is super soft. It's like felt. Just very soft. Very, very slim. Bigger than, well, taller than my iPad. But the iPad is wider. So, but, you know, so it is different. It's not going to be the same. It's going to look wider, more like a laptop. But, I don't know. I like it. I'm happy with it. And I really hope that this review helps you if you need to, like, figure out something like this. Because it's really all about what you need and making sure that your money goes for, you know, goes the longest. Every dollar you need to kind of stretch the longest. And I saved some money on this and got more of what I needed than what I would have if I would have, you know, went ahead and purchased a new iPad. So that's my review. I really hope it was helpful to you. And, you know, if you have any questions specifically, find me on, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on all of those. I'll link those down in the down bar. And, you know, just kind of let me know. Have you had a problem finding a laptop or a tablet that works? And, you know, going back to the whole Android thing, I'm really not trying to piss anybody off. It's just my experiences. My experiences with Android have been very, very bad. So, long story short, thanks for spending some time with me. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I would love to be your little YouTube friend, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.